Hello, welcome back. What's he looking at? He's looking up to the stars. Oh no, he's looking down. Wait. Oh, of course his head's moving because of the camera. That was fascinating, wasn't it? Fascinating. Okay, sorry. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Build and chill. Today we are being weird. Today we are continuing building the Viper. Codename Viper. I don't know why, I just thought it sounded cool. Okay. I've done a lot. Sort of. So, change the shape of the front. It was too same. So the front looked like the back looked like the front, didn't like it. So what I've done is separated the engines, and I've tried to kind of round. I'm getting there on that side. I've kind of tried to round the shape of the engine into the bodywork, if that makes sense. So it looks, I think it looks better personally. Obviously right now it's still a little bit clunky. Don't know if it's going to fly, you know, but yeah, we'll test that soon enough. Welded loads of stuff up, welded a lot of stuff up underneath, just to make sure that I'm not, you know, building on top of things I can't get to, blah blah blah. I do have this handy dandy way of just getting underneath it though, which is actually quite cool. I'm going to round the engines off a little bit as well, and add a little bit more to the bodywork. But yeah, I think it sounds like a plan to leave a bit of a gap somewhere, that when it's flying off, you know, when it's hovering type thing, or suspended in space, I can like get underneath it and do some bits. Plus I've always got a way into the cockpit just in case. Yeah, I'll probably leave a bit of a gap there so I can get underneath. Maybe get to the batteries, you know, just bring it down to sort of here ish, and then there's always a room I can kind of get underneath and get to the thing. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of carrying on doing these fronts, doing these front engines. Annoyingly, that symmetry, I don't know if it's because I'm building it in here and it's attached to like this grid or what's going on with that symmetry, but it just will not play ball. I got it to work once and then it just will not do it again, so I'm having to build everything separately, which is a pain. I have no idea why as well. I've tried, I just cannot get it to play ball. So yeah, that is what it is, I'm afraid. And of course, annoyingly, because I'm doing it that way and like this, it's awkward to try and get the exact same shapes in the same place. I don't know why, it really shouldn't be, but apparently it is. So yeah, we've been struggling a little bit with that. So yeah, let's get the stuff back. I'll just carry on with that basically. Annoyingly, I should have welded as much up as I did. Well, I just kind of like blasted a load of it with the welder, just to sort of help me see the shape, if you know what I mean. Like, get a bit of body to the shape of stuff, so I could get a better idea of what I'm doing. There we go. No, it should be the same. Same. And the small, yeah. I can substitute that with one of those. Which will work to a point. Bit horsed. So put that one in there. Wait, is that right? No. That goes. That one. Yeah. But yeah, I've been happy. Something's not right there. Oh, I know. Oh, God's sake. That's not right. Yeah, I've been happy with the shape. With the shape of it. I like the, yeah, I do like that shape. I like it. I think it's quite cool. Obviously on the backs, like I said, I've still got to do all this side. But on the backs, I just kept it kind of simple, you know. Just nice and bang, bigger blocks. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Still keeping this middle section like more squared off. So that I could potentially, if it flies okay, as it is, and doesn't need an extra engine or whatever, I could potentially put some more storage here. Like a storage module, you know. What I thought would be cool is if I used the mag plate mod that I've got until they're actually put in the game. I don't think there'd be enough room now, but if you built one like this, you know, with this sort of gap at the back or wherever, and then put 2 mag plates, you know, like those. Oh, what are those ones off SE1? They're like a joiner block. I can't think what they're called, but you know, like 2 of those each side or whatever, and then you could kind of hover over it, lower yourself down, lower over the storage container, then unlock the keys, lock the mag plates or lock that joint block, which then attaches the storage, and then you fly off, and you know, you could have like little modules that you just collect and use when you need them, and then drop them off when you don't want them. So that would be nifty. That'd be pretty nifty, but you know, probably won't do that now. So what was tripping me out there is that needs not those. This one, that one. That makes more sense. And then I'm guessing are those. Oh, I see. Silly me. Went past it. It's these little ones there. Oh, it's so annoying having to. God, I've completely tripped out there. What's going on? I said perhaps those 2 are wrong. What? Oh, I see. I've used a double jobby there. Yeah, it's so annoying having to use the. What is happening there? What have I done differently there? Why is that? This is what annoys me about that. Summit is not playing a ball there. The sides are right. I know the sides are right, so it's square. Ah, look at that though. Oh, that's what it is. These are further forward. They've got that square section. Oh, that's a predicament. I completely undo the one I was happy with and move them forward, or keep it like this, or make this one like that. What looks better? I suppose that looks better. It's more flush. Whereas that comes down and it's got a ledge, then comes down. Looks a bit squirrely. That is annoying because I was happy with that side. No, it's not right. It's got to be done. It's not right. Already? Jesus. I think the suit energy gets used a lot quicker in this game than it did in SE1. I'm sure it does. And so I've got my light on, I'm using tools and hovering constantly. Maybe it's just the same, but it just feels like it goes quicker. Or the warnings earlier, maybe? I don't know. This will change the whole side of this, won't it? I have to redo all these bits, I think. But what is it? It says in the loading screen, a good engineer knows when to start again, rather than eat a baguette. I don't know. I can't remember what the thing was. The quote. So, okay. Wait. Missing my little. Wait, that one of those isn't going to fit in there, though, is it? One of these half blocks. I can't see that fitting. It doesn't. That does not look small enough. Oh, okay. Up. Yeah, that's what I did there. You can see them there. Look. Okay. Let's work out. So I've got another. So it's big blocks. Big blocks. There and there. Then the slopies. The slopies. Whoa! Oh Jesus! Forgot about that. God. It is this game, the noises I was doing the other time. Have some herbal tea as well. Chamomile again today. Lovely. It's lovely stuff. So, slopies. Without nearly dying. Okay. The end one might get changed, we'll see. Then more slopies on top. The old cheeky trick. No. Oh. No more choices. What looks better? So I got rid of that extra gap. So no, so maybe actually, maybe both sides will get redone like that, because I suppose that is cleaner. That's a lot cleaner, isn't it? Yeah, let's model both sides the same. We'll make it a lot cleaner that way. Looks a lot better, I think. Get rid of these extra blocks. Should have just done like this from the start, to be fair, but obviously I had both sides completely different, and then I completely changed to one, and then I thought, right, I like that, let's change it, and now I've decided I like a whole different shape all over again, so we're going to change it again. But it's all part of the process, and it makes it all the more painful when the ship doesn't fly or I crash it straight into the wall. Okay. You are going to go as well. That's right, so I've got my... oh, God, all over the show. So I've got my tours. What's going on in the front there? They're in line, aren't they? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, we might have a bigger issue. Why does he seem so fucking nippy today? He's like flying all around the place. He's been on the moon dust. Right. That's wrong. Why is that? No. I must have removed a lot of these. and I did the front end V2. Give me the. Let me get rid of these as well. Okay. Those. That doesn't make sense. I've got the two big blocks there and a small block there, and I've got two big blocks here, but the small blocks there over the back end of the support. You see what I mean? That's not right. It should be okay. I'll just have to change the front to suit in a moment. I think it'll be slightly out though, judging by that. Could be wrong. I think that'll make it slightly out. Let's see how we get on. I could blend it in, it'll be fine. It's not like it's released to the public build, do you know what I mean? Okay, get rid of those for now, just till I decide what's happening here. Yeah, so now both sides are uniform, they look similar. Ah, but I see, now I have this. Ooh, I could potentially use these like this, basically. Obviously, get rid of these squares, and just have those like that. Was that too sharp of a ruins the kind of rounded look I was going for, and a sort of smooth. Bugger. Because that's going to look a little bit off, innit? No, I don't know, it kind of works. Even though there's that little gap underneath. But I kind of always think of that as like venting or something, you know, like it lets air through for the engines, I don't know. That's how I kind of play it off in my mind. That's why I kept welding things up yesterday. That's why I welded like most of this up yesterday, because I was just trying to get this idea of what it's actually going to look like when they don't look all like single pieces, you know. It's a lot easier to then weld them all together. Yeah, I don't know, I quite like that. With one of those in. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that at the moment. I was fairly happy with it the first time I changed it as well, so we'll see. Okay, we get the is in here. There's a pointed one. That. Into there for now. I'm not 100% sure I'll finish it. Yeah, so far at least they look uniform. I think they look good. It's a good shape around the engine. It kind of singles out the engine. I've kept my square sort of area here for possibly using for things at another time. Okay, how are we going to tidy it up to get this nice rounded edge here that I was sort of thinking of? I still kind of like the ideas of using these bigger blocks now, like the smaller ones for the detail-y a bit, but then this bigger area I could use the big blocks for, I would think. That gap I can plug with this, but then I wonder how to. Sort of miles away there, just sort of thinking I might have to grind off this one. So I definitely have to grind off this one. Because that kind of follows that line, you see what I'm going for there. There's a bit of a gap there, but that... okay. Pretend that didn't happen. Well, it's probably a good thing, because I'm probably going to have to change it anyway, let's face it. But the beauty of doing it like this as well, I think if I try and get it so there's supports each side, I could then easily have a conveyor connect from one of these to like a drill module or something here, if I wanted. Oh, let me just get some energy on before we end up crashing and burning again. Oh, it's the ore detector. What the hell's that? Yeah, it's gonna be doable. I'm just thinking how do I best follow this line, because obviously that then becomes too sharp of a thing, corner, an edge. It doesn't follow the line right. I don't think that's going to let me do the corner right. See that for that bit, yes, that fills it and looks okay. But I need the corner. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure. That's too square. It does, but it's too square. What about one of these? Ah, do you know what? That would almost be right. See what I mean? That shape would almost be right, but it's not. I'd almost want it where I've got that other piece, but then I lose that corner. Oh, I've just thought as well, I need to weld these up. Otherwise the old engines won't work. Oh, well, that one, yeah, that one. What's we got in here? I thought I got all those. I was in here kind of doing this before. I thought I got them. Obviously not. Okay. I think that's all of them. That's the conveyors. Oh, to lie, what's that one? Oh no. This shows you. You can miss things sometimes. Let's just make these solid, because that would be a nightmare. I mean, they're sort of built anyway, so it's not, doesn't make much difference. They just need finishing, but you know, Why not? Okay, back to this before I get completely sidetracked with other things. So yeah, so I don't mind that there. I think that makes the shape that I'm going for. And of course on that side it's totally different. What's different? Oh, it's because I've had an attempt at making this line, but I'm going to change this. Although I could maybe use those. Blocks. The small, like detailing blocks. I could maybe use those again in a similar way. Once I get this big corner done, just to make everything seem flush and like it's working. Okay, so that's the last two. Oh, I see they're in slightly different positions as well, aren't they? Bloody symmetry. They're not symmetrical, Captain. So could I? That was the worst Scotty impression I think I've ever heard. Fish flush this side. Fish. So wow, look at that! Wouldn't you believe it? Fits spot on that side, and this side's raised one. Okay, why is it raised one? Oh, there's more blooming conveyors there that need doing as well. Why is it raised one? Surely that would have fit. Maybe I just placed it wrong. I'll tell you what I will do though while we're here is just finish one of these, because we will obviously need those for the engine to function. So that will help. Let me just do this one. Where is it? Where are ya? There it is. Where's the rest of ya? Can I? Like this? No, okay, I'll have to remember. No, I won't remember. Let's do it now. Where is it? This one. Give me something, give me something. Give it that. Okay. And back to the build. Let's try. Wait, does it fit flush? Oh no, it didn't fit flush anyway. It was just an illusion. Okay. I think that's better. Let me just try this block here, just what I'm thinking. No, because it leaves that gap. No, I don't like it. Okay. Wrong selection. Oh, that's weird. Now it's being difficult. No, they are the same. It was just me. Okay, that's good. So then, this corner. This is the one now that's the awkward child. What would I normally do on that corner now? It would be one of these, wouldn't it? If I can find it. It would be one of those normally. Yeah. So maybe that's the answer. Get rid of one. Get rid of one. Oh, I can't see on that side if it's right. Oh, the hologram's tripping me out. I think what would be better is if I put one of these halves in each side. That gives it something to sit on. I'm sure it's off that side that... Ah, but I can trick it. We can trick it with these. Not that one. Not that one. These. I think. Oh, bugger, I can't, it's the wrong angle. little issue there. Let me see if it's actually going to work. I'll worry about changing it, 'cause if it's not going to work then there's no point. Yeah, that's not terrible. I am happy enough with that. It's just the fact that that's not right. I mean, I suppose we could just do that. I know it's not the best and it's slightly out, but
Energy low.
jeez. But no, I can forgive that. I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. I'm not going for absolute perfection. Not with this one, anyway. I want to kind of get in space now. I don't want to, you know, another episode is purely just. Maybe the next episode I'm probably going to do some more finishing touches to this. But I don't want it to be like, you know, every episode I'm still doing this front bit. So, yeah, okay. So the bottom piece. I may leave a gap for some of these nodes because I can connect into everything. Excuse me. Oh, there's that option as well, isn't there? No, let's. If I block it in the middle. Then I wonder if those would just about fit across. So it doesn't fully hide those connectors. So they're still basically still accessible if I want to use them. And it keeps the kind of shape. Probably definitely could do with a few there as well. I've definitely got to call this channel Waste of PCU. Right. Okay. Okay. So, top bits. What are our options here? So what I might need to bring it in, start making the corner shape a bit sooner. I mean, I could have started from the top and like blended the sides. It's just so frustrating with the symmetry being weird that I kind of don't want to. It's so fiddly to get like a rounded, more rounded shape from there down, and then I have to double. You know what I mean? I have to double it, do everything twice. So I'm kind of thinking for nice, just easier, get the ship flying type style now, and but not looking miles away from what I was imagining at the same time. Might be a bit much to ask, I don't know, but this certainly fills the gap and keeps a shape. There's a gap there that's going to be very difficult to hide, I think. Let me just try one of these. So I want to sit the other way though, I want to sit that way, and that's completely just wrong. There is so many different ways I could have started from the top piece and work my way down that way, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself with that. And that would be smaller. Oh, yeah, that one. Gives it like a little. Is that a gap there? Oh, have they gone in the wrong place? A gap there. Something weird's happened there. Okay, I'll address that when I'm doing that side. I mean, it's not perfect, but that sort of works as like a, you know, what's the word? It transitions into the engine part. Just gives it some different like depth and shape as well. Not 100% with it. I think we're going to have the gaps there. Before, you know, it's like hours later and it's, you know, changing the whole thing again. And then I think I'll leave those parts like that, although these bits should be blocked really. It would make more sense if these parts are blocked off. Yeah, maybe like that. Oh. One side likes it, the other side's saying no. Okay. Maybe not then. Maybe not. Okay, okay. Let's do a little bit of welding up and just see what we're thinking. Let's see, let's see. Bit of James Bond there, there you go. Right, so I promise I won't try this in too often. Don't worry. Fantastic. I mean, okay. Sort of interesting seeing these corners, seeing how they've sort of come out. And get this bit as well, just to see that gap. Yeah, it's only a little gap. Yeah, what's up, Dad? That doubled. No. Okay. Which one do I want? This one. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, I can see it's not going to like that, is it? It's too small.
Suit energy low.
Again. Let's just get some energy on. Energy on. Okay. Okay, this is what we got. This is what we come up with. It's quite uniform. Done the front. Yeah. Let's get some weld on it. Let's sling some metal. Cue the 80s montage. I'll have to do that one day. One day when, you know, I've got some money, I might subscribe to a good video editing package and be able to splice in some tunes while I'm welding. Proper job. So yeah, I've virtually copied the other side. There's just a point to stick on. Here, sorry. One just fell off there. But yeah, I might get rid of the point actually. Just square it off like that one. It might look a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I kind of like that. It's more how I imagined it. Separated off. I think it looks kind of cool if you look at the whole shape now. The backs, I don't mind the backs being higher as well because they're the back, and obviously I'll put some extra bits and bobs on the back to make it look supported and stuff. And I like this, how the shape comes along and the front drops down. Yeah, better. Oh, I'm glad that bit's kind of done though, because it was long-winded changing it and having to do it twice. I really don't know why that symmetry is playing up. Someone probably knows, and someone might tell me, or just let me carry on suffering, you know. I assume it's because I'm oh jeez, I've run out of iron. Oh no, I know I used all of this. Yeah, I forgot any outside. Yeah, I'm sure maybe it's something to do because I'm in the grid, or and it thinks I'm building, you know, as part of the whole grid, and that's messing it up. I don't know. Oh god, I really did raid this. Oh Jesus, that was full. Okay, well, looks like I've got to do some mining. So there's a little hydrogen tower there, still going strong. The little power room, the generator room we built, still working nicely. Powering my exterior base. Well, I mean the stuff on the exterior of the base is what I meant to say. Yeah, that still works well. It's good. Yeah, quite happy with that. So, I think then, there she is, starting to take shape. I suppose I will end it here. It's probably been a bit long enough now. If anyone has watched to this point, obviously, what's wrong with you? no, thank you very much if you have. I do really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, and we'll do some more to the Viper. See ya.